Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. I think you and I are eagerly awaiting the new releases from Rolex, which will come, I think, on the 27th. Maybe we'll get some teasers before that, so that's gonna be a fun week. And Tudor as well, and all the other brands from Watches and Wonders. And you might have seen a few videos, a few Instagram posts, or something on the different websites with leaks. And I thought all of them looked like didn't look very imaginative. I'm not saying that Rolex is the most imaginative, but they managed every year to surprise us with something that often we never asked for, which the whole point of having a creative teams at the brand. And I hope that's something really interesting, something nobody ever thought of. We will show, usually when people make predictions, me included, you base them off things that you know. But there was a time when those things didn't exist, and hopefully they will come up with something that nobody thought of. Whether it's good or bad taste, we'll debate about that for years afterwards. But I thought that the leaks looked like just different color, different metal on the same thing. And apparently since yesterday we know that those supposed leaks that came from supposedly pictures of new catalogs were just made up pictures. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see the reactions of people who quickly share it and want to sort of spoil it for everybody. I really love discovering with everybody else on the day of the release the beautiful presentations, the beautiful videos that marketing puts together for all the brands. Some of them do good, some of them bad. Some of them a bit too grandiose. That's the style of Rolex. It's a bit fuddy-duddy sometimes. Takes itself quite seriously, as Johnny Guitar was pointing out when we had a discussion last week. But at least it's fun to discover it all together. It's a nice event, and some people just want to spoil it. In the past, there had been leaks that apparently were accurate. But it's funny the reaction. Some people believed in those leaks. Some people didn't. Most people believed it and even made videos about it. And I think it's in case that they were true, and even if they're not, and in fact they were not, it is really disrespectful to the people who make those beautiful marketing campaigns, and to the journalists who respect the embargo. And if you're privy to indeed actual information, why don't you keep it to yourself? Maybe you can use it to buy a model that's been discontinued, or put an interest with an AD for something that's gonna come out. Whatever you want to do with it, but just leaking it out, you spoil the pleasure of everybody just for a bit of fanfare for yourself. I don't think it's interesting. I don't think it reflects good on you, and I would advise people to unsubscribe to anyone who thinks it's nice and fair to do that. Myself, sometimes I may have been privy to certain information, and I think the right way to do is to keep it to yourself, or maybe drop subtle hint, something a bit funny. That some people might pick up on, most people won't. Trust me, nobody picked up on the clues I've left in the past in my videos, and at least it's fun, But I think overall leaking information, it's pretty poor, because there's an embargo, and it's much more fun to discover it all together. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping, maybe something in the Cellini line. I think these coming years, after all the green dials, after all the GMTs, I really hope we're going to see more complications. The calendars, hopefully world timers, hopefully with Hong Kong on them as my city of current location. And why not? That could be in the Cellini line. It's really hard to say for me. Or why not the Daytona with a calendar? Everybody would love that, and the internet would indeed break if that happened. Rolex has many patents for crazy things, crazy complications, and atomic clocks and whatnot. If one brand is able to produce anything, it's them. But as you know, the secrecy is the word there in Geneva. So yeah, looking forward to see what's going to come up. I'm going to stop predicting the new Milgauss. That's the other watch, along with the Cellini, that can really become anything Rolex wants, whether it looks at the past or becomes something completely different. I think that the revamp, the Z Blue, nobody expected to see that. So maybe the next thing will be very different indices, different case. That will be a lot of fun. And you know, that mock-up of the Milgauss following the path of the Air King kind of made sense. And but often things don't really make sense in what Rolex does. But at the end of the day, you know that everybody will want it. And on that subject, many people seem to receive the call from their AD in the UK, in America, other places in the world, but that's not really happening here. I got one call for something I didn't ask for. It's the full gold Submariner blue, which is a beautiful watch, but that kind of money, you would want to have something handmade or something with a beautiful finish movement, a complication. This is not really the kind of watch that I'd be comfortable wearing or spending my money on. And indeed, nobody is, because they are trading under retail. There's quite a few actually watches from Rolex, nice watches that trade under retail, two tones, different models, even the Explorer two tone, which is a nice watch. So yeah, not everything trades upwards, and yeah, the stock markets are in quite a bit of turmoil. Yesterday I was at the Credit Suisse event. Pretty sad. It's the basically the last event they will put here together in Hong Kong. So that was quite bizarre, saying basically goodbye to a 188 years old bank or something like that I've been in business with for more than 20 years. So yeah, there's turmoil coming in the market, and people are more careful, and they're not really going to spend 25 grand easily when there are so many options in the market, so many independents, so many new watches coming, which is the main thing that people realize after packing up, loading up in the watch box for the past 2-3 years. So maybe people will be a bit more careful, but still I have no hope of getting any call from an AD for one of the new watches, or even one that I've been waiting for 5 years, like the Root Beer, for example. It's still very popular, but I am not putting 20 grand into that sort of watch, which is not worth to me that. I just put those 20 grand into a handmade watch in the UK, and that I feel much more comfortable with that choice. All right. Thank you guys for watching. 8 minutes, that's more than the subject deserves. But yeah, on the 27th, looking forward to see the new releases. Let me know what you're expecting from Rolex and what you thought about those leaks, and if you would like to see all information leaked in advance, or you prefer to wait to discover it all together and have a great party on that day. All right, guys, bye-bye. Thank you for watching.